Dear Monticello School Community, I'm Superintendent Eric Olson of Monticello School District. I wanted to take a few minutes, along with Tina Burkholder, Director of Business, to share information regarding school finance and the 2020 Monticello Referendum. Ms. Burkholder will start us off by giving a quick overview of school finance in Minnesota.
When I talk about school finance, I think it's important to first understand how Minnesota school districts are funded. While the exact number fluctuates between school districts, the largest source of revenue comes from the state aid, approximately 75 to 80%. Another 1 to 5% comes from federal grants and other resources, which leaves 15 to 20% that comes from property taxes within the district. Within that state aid, the largest source of revenue is called general education aid, which is based on a school district's enrollment. The school district has experienced slight enrollment growth, averaging just under 2% most years. However, it's not uncommon for a district to see an occasional decrease in student enrollment. Those enrollment trends are one contributing factor to stagnant funding aid from the state. Another important piece to understand regarding general education aid is that each year the state legislators decide whether to increase the aid or not. Since 2007, the average annual increase to general education aid has been 1.4%. Due to the ongoing pandemic, we know the state is currently facing a $2 billion deficit. This makes it unlikely that the district will see any increase in the general education aid in the future. So let's summarize our 3 key points of a school district's revenue budget. The main source is state aid. It is driven by enrollment, which has grown slowly, and there are not foreseeable increases coming to the general education aid. So if that's where our school district's money comes from, where does it go? The largest expense of a school district is people. Nearly 80% of a school district budget goes towards salaries and benefits. Therefore, employee contracts play a significant role in developing a budget. Existing employment contracts include salary increases based on years of service and/or education. These existing terms often equal or exceed the increase in state aid in a given year. Budgeting for changes in employment contracts becomes challenging as the school district wants to continue to have good contracts for our employees that honor longevity, the increasing cost of healthcare, and the cost of living. But as contract costs go up, the state aid remains flat, we generate a budget gap. To avoid that, just like in our homes, we have to balance the school district's budget by either increasing revenues or decreasing expenses. At Monticello, we have done both. We have reduced expenses from our budget the last 3 years, $900,000 in 17-18, $1.5 million in 18-19, and $300,000 in 19-20. We have accessed new revenue streams such as career tech revenue, achievement and integration aid, and other smaller grants. Now Mr. Olson will talk about how the revenue looks across the state.
I'm always grateful to be able to partner with our finance expert, Ms. Burkholder, because her knowledge of the business world allows me to focus on our students, staff, and families. While finance certainly isn't the most exciting part of education, there is a direct correlation between finance and how we continue to serve the people of the Monticello School District. I would like to start by acknowledging that this is not the most ideal time to come to our voters and request increased taxes. We are well aware of the ongoing challenges that our families face in the midst of a pandemic. There are, of course, always challenges and reasons not to turn to the public to ask for more money. The fact of the matter is that a large percentage of families across the area, state, and country work hard every day and still struggle to make ends meet. Another unfortunate reality of our system is that due to the funding system Ms. Burkholder laid out, school districts, especially those that aren't growing rapidly, are often forced to turn to the public for funding when they want to provide more than the bare minimum to their student body. With that in mind, I would like to do a better job of bringing to light why we felt the need to go to the community this year. The staggering statistics that I will share are realities that our organization navigates every day. I strongly believe the facts that I will share with you will demonstrate why our school district would even consider requesting an operating levy during a pandemic. We just hope that the facts that I will share brings you closer to understanding the financial situation of our Monticello School District. Due to the way school districts are funded, there are huge disparities between districts across the state. Monticello is currently ranked 299 out of 320 Minnesota school districts when it comes to revenue coming into our school district. That puts us in the bottom 7% of all school districts. Minnesota school districts receiving the most revenue have $18,976 per pupil coming in as revenue for their school district to pay staff, purchase curriculum, technology, maintain buildings, equipment, and build programming. The Monticello School District has $9,998 per pupil coming in as revenue for their school district to pay staff, purchase curriculum, technology, maintain buildings, equipment, and build programming. That means that Minnesota school districts receiving the most revenue have nearly twice the per pupil funding that Monticello School District receives. While we are full $9,000 behind the best funded district in the state, we are receiving just $900 more per student than the lowest funded school in the state of Minnesota. The levy would bring an additional $1,300 per pupil. That would bring our district's revenue amount to $11,298 per pupil. This would bring our revenue ranking up to 175 out of 320 school districts in Minnesota. Now I'd like to turn the screen back to Ms. Burkholder in order to share about the tax implications of this potential voter-approved revenue source.
If the operating levy is successful, it will increase property taxes for residential homes, apartments, and commercial property. Agricultural property will pay taxes based on the value of their house, a garage, and 1 acre. Seasonal recreational resident property, such as cabins, will pay no taxes for the proposed operating levy. For a home valued at $150,000, the monthly increase is estimated at $25 per month. For a home valued at $200,000, the monthly increase is estimated at $33. For a home valued at $250,000, the monthly increase is estimated at $41. For a home valued at $300,000, the monthly increase is estimated at $49. A more detailed chart is located on the district's website.
We thank everyone for being part of our Monticello community. As a superintendent of Monticello School District, I feel incredibly grateful to be a part of this community. We hope that this video teaches more about school finance, shows tax implications, and demonstrates a revenue need here for our students of Monticello. In the coming weeks prior to the November 3rd election, the district will share more information regarding the 2020 referendum, including a frequently asked questions sheet and a detailed plan showing how the money will be allocated across the district to better serve every kid, every day. Thank you for your partnership and your support.